Good morning, friends, followers, channel members. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. I've just realised I've not got the banner sorted. See, this is the problem when you don't stream anywhere near as much as you used to. You actually forget how to set everything up. So my apologies for that. Where we're flying from? It's Dusseldorf today. Dusseldorf to the old favourite London Gatwick in the baby bus, the Airbus A319, and you know, it actually does. It seems forever since we did a proper real ops flight, the sort of live streams that the channel was, I don't know, guess founded on. So nice to be able to sort of get back into that, and hopefully we can remember what we're doing. Having said that, I've not even got my checklist out yet. This is a really bad start to the morning, so don't worry, your pilot is fully proficient enough to get you there to London Gatwick safely. You just can't remember what to do. Anyway, good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well, whatever it is you're doing. J-Hog sat in the garden watching. You see, I could never do that, J-Hog, because I'd need to be in the shade somewhere dark, because I can't do the sun glare screen reflection malarkey. That always really annoys me. My right, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Dave Butler also in the chat. Wings of Metal, it's been ages, mate, and thank you for rejoining back and becoming a channel member as a first officer. Really appreciate that. Very, very generous of you, and a great way to support the channel as well. So thank you for that. Mike says, I don't stream as much as I used to either. I'm seeing a doctor about it, but it's probably just old. Oh, I wish I'd read that in my head before I read that out loud. Good morning to you, Mark. Hope you're doing well. Well, do you know what? If that's the tone for the stream today, then it's going to be a great couple of hours. So we're in the Fenix A319. We're at Dusseldorf. MK Studios Dusseldorf, off to Innerbuild's London Gatwick. And yeah, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, Speedbird1719 on Twitch says, nice to be back in the Phoenix. I agree. It's definitely nice to be back in the Phoenix. I know this aircraft. I know what I'm doing in this aircraft. My PC can actually handle this aircraft, which is always a bonus as well. Look at that. That temperature just looks beautiful. It's 20 degrees outside. It's perfect. Another heat wave for the UK. We're running out of water. Life is all doom and gloom, but hey ho, there we are. Wings of Metal says, I know, sorry, life got in the way. Old relatives, good to be back. Life is the biggest blocker of flight sim and fun. I'm 100% behind you with that. But we are going to do this. We are going to we're going to be real and back to our real ops way of thinking. So the aircraft as should be in its normal turnaround state. Are we on external power? We should be. We are on external power. That's fine. And seatbelt signs are not on. That is good. And yeah, so then down here, just check spoilers, flaps, parking brake. Yep, squawking 2000. That should be set to standby. It is now. Do you know what? I actually set up all the stream, and I'd not even got my hardware out. That is how out of touch I am now with streaming. I literally set up that, right, I'm ready to go. Then I was like, hang on a minute. Where's my McDo? Where's my radio unit? Where's my FCU? I'd not even got them out. So yeah, it's a poor do. That boy says, might sound like a stupid question, but do you only fly Easyjet on the sim? No, this is the first time actually we've flown Easyjet for a long time in the sim. Going back years when the channel first started, we were live streamed every day. It was always Easyjet flights, real world Easyjet flights, and that's what we did. But in more recent times, we've looked at newer aircraft that have come out, things like that. Usually Airbus, because I don't get on so well with Boeing. Don't really know what I'm doing with them. So yeah. Hyper RB Gamer, good morning to you. Alex, what's the route? That is a great question. So let me get the operational flight plan. I'll pop that into the chat for any of you that want to check that out. I'm not in a rush today. I don't feel like I'm rushing either. So we're not like hammering away at going through anything. So if you've got any questions or stuff like that, then we can take our time a little bit. RB Gamer, does the Fenix A320 CEO come with both the chocolates and the winglets? Yes, it does. So that was an update that Fenix added in while ago now, but yes, it does basically. So you don't. It's all of the updates for the Fenix are obviously free. The A319 and the A321 are an update pack, so I think that did cost about 30 or 40 quid to update to those. I can't recall, but with that, yes, you got the CEO engines, the IAE engines, and Sharklets as well. Of course, we are all eagerly waiting for the Neo. Metzi, can I show the EFB GSX settings as the fuel truck is getting stuck for me on the Fenix and doesn't want to move away? So I used to, hang on a minute, I used to have, where's my tablet gone? There. Right, so I used to have my sim settings set to, oh no, don't touch that. My sim settings for GSX, so all of these were normally turned on, but you'll notice actually everything's turned off. The reason everything's turned off now is because I actually interact with the GSX ground crew using my voice, so I speak to the ground crew properly. So like before the stream started, I told them just to get the jetway connected, and they're all there, they're all sat waiting. So at the moment, sort of GSX Fenix integration is turned off because I want to sort of do it manually myself, if that makes sense. So now I can talk to GSX through SayIntentions. Then yeah, I've got everything turned off. Don't know actually if I've actually done this live on a stream before, so that could be interesting to see if this actually works. We've got cabin crew today. I think Caroline's back. Hey Caroline, who have you got in the cabin with you on today's flight? Farmer Norman, will the Neos be free? I don't know.
We have a full flight today, booked for 145 passengers.
Wow. Okay, so 145 passengers. That's great. And what's the names of the cabin crew operating with us today? So I don't think the Neos are free. I think there's going to be
crew today includes Alex, Jamie,
an addition for that. We've got Alex, Jamie, and Taylor, and of course our lease purser Caroline with us this morning. She's going to be looking after all your needs. You can also now interact if you're watching on YouTube only at the minute. I will get this sorted for Twitch as well in the future, but at the moment you can also interact with our cabin crew and ask for drinks and things. So yeah. Can I sometime fly from Gatwick to Oslo? We may have done that, you know, in the past, going down going back a little bit. Right. Well, let's start looking through our operational flight plan. We'll get things sorted. I've got our preliminary load sheet actually. So actually, that's probably one of the first things I'm going to do. I'm just going to have a quick look at what we've got with that. So. Second release. Scribble these numbers down, we'll need them later. So our zero fuel weight and takeoff weight, center of gravity. So it's 29.6 and 28.4. We'll use those in a minute. Just read the second load sheet just because it clears off the ECAM message. Okay, good. I think we might have got 80. We have got 80s, right. Let me just have a quick listen to the latest 80s for Dusseldorf. 123.78. Pens at the ready.
Report target off block time at VATSIM/VTGS. Transition level 60. Wind 050 degrees 7 knots. Variable between 330 and 110 degrees. CAV OK. Temperature 21. 2.9er. QMH 1026 hectopascal or 30.29 inches. Trend. No sig.
This is the slowest 80s in the world.
Information echo out. Dusseldorf information echo.
That was the slowest 80s voice I think I've ever heard. Great for writing stuff down, but if you're in a rush, not so good. So Wings of Metal is asking for Weetabix from Caroline. Surely Easyjet don't actually serve Weetabix. Oh, if they do, there's a premium feature. Easybix, perhaps. So yeah, so Farmer Newman, we have cabin crew and we can talk to them. If anyone wants to check out SayIntentions as well, guys, remember, link in the video description down below if you want to check that out. And you can take it for free for 24 hours. Stephen Hawkins was on the 80s. Yeah, it did sound a little bit like that, didn't it? Alright, so I've got the 80s information. Let's carry on setting up our aircraft in the correct and real way, I guess. So 1026. Monitoring the guard, just check VHF2 is monitoring guard. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll just turn those up a little bit as well. Switching, thrust levers are at idle, and everything else is what I want that to be. QNHP 1026. I'll get constraints on as well. I think the initial climb height is 5,000. I'm going to have to double check that. I will set 5,000 to begin with, but we will double check that. Peter ATCO, good morning, sir. Time does fly. 53 months of job. I can't even work out. How many years is that, Peter? Well, divide that by 12. I can't do that kind of math in my head. What is it? 12, 24, 36, 48. Is that 4 years? Over 4 years? Is that 4.5 years? My God, that's insane. What incredible support from Peter. But good morning to you, Peter. Right, so the box is the aircraft is set up. Time to set up the box. So IRS, first of all, 3 nav greens, AirAx cycle, check that, and engine status. Yep, that is good. So let's grab the init request and do our stuff. Lee Rose, good morning, sir. There's a name blast from the past. How you doing, Lee? Great to see you. Our call sign today is an absolute pain. Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Wonderful. Swear they do this on purpose. Cost index is 8. Let's get this up, then you can read it as well. Ground temperature is 20 degrees, and our tropo is 40716. Let's get the winds in as well. So tomorrow, of course, it is the eclipse, isn't it? Anyone going anywhere special? Anyone going for a special trip to watch the solar eclipse? You just know we've had all this glorious weather here in the UK for weeks and months and months. Dry spell, sun, no water anywhere. Tomorrow will be cloudy and rainy. IRS 3 nav greens, we've got that, and we are stand Alpha 10. Cruising today. Our final flight level is going to be flight level 320. Alright, so off 05 right. What's the departure? Netex 4 Zulu. Is it 4 Zulu? Netex 4 Zulu. Do you know, I don't do Dusseldorf. I can't even remember if we've done Dusseldorf before in the past. It's a newish destination for Easyjet. I know I'm on the Tebra 2 Golf arrival. And that, I believe, is Timber. Okay, cool. Blake, random question. I've just purchased for first PC and the TCA Captain's Pack flights in what most people use to speak to air traffic control. So, funnily enough, I actually use still a button on my keyboard because I've got different things assigned to my my side stick. So, the actual button I use if I'm talking to, SayIntentions air traffic control is the the main button on the underside of here. So yeah, I use that. That is sort of the real world push to talk button. So yeah. Alexander's going to be at football when there's an eclipse. Fair enough. Tasman Keras, good morning. Good to see you. Right, 336 miles. What's the flight plan got? 332 miles. Excellent. Let's just check that all looks good on the plan. So that's our departure off down to the southwest. Then there's Tebra 2 Golf arrival and the arrival at London Gatwick. Perfect. Okay, so happy with all of that. We've got our briefing app as well, so we'll crack this open. Dusseldorf 05 right, and London Gatwick runway 08 right. We'll have a flight window of about 2.5 hours for our NOTAMs. Let's just generate the brief. Alright, so RadNav page. What we got? The Dusseldorf VOR 1515, that's already tuned, and we've also got Mike Hotel Delta, which will pop in as well. Check frequency 1125, that's cool. So we've got our distances as well. We'll just hard tune Dusseldorf. Do we need anything for the engine out procedure actually? No we don't, so that's fine. Good, okay. So, let's do our init B page. So our zero fuel weight for today's flight on the flight plan is 55.7. C of G is 29.6. Fuel, that's a good point. What fuel are we going to take it? Well, the weather's nice today. Our plug fuel, according to this, is going to be 5.3. So we'll take 5.5. There's nothing in the weather today to suggest we need to take a load of extra fuel. So let's just get the refueling trucks underway. So we speak to the we speak to ground now. Cockpit to ground. Can you send the refueling trucks, please? I'll also tell them that we're ready to start boarding as well.
Ground to flight deck, copy, standby.
And Caroline, if you want to commence boarding,
flight
please.
Deck, fuel truck is on its way.
Fuel truck's on its way, and hopefully Caroline will start the boarding
Understood,
process.
Captain. We'll get boarding started.
Hopefully now GSX will start sorting all this out. Need to double check that is actually happening. Just bear with me, because like I said, I don't think I've actually done the voice handling and GSX in the Phoenix aircraft before, so I am just wanting to check that I've got that sorted.
At Wings of Metal, certainly. Your Weetabix, please, will be with you in just a moment.
Right, have we got boarding started? I haven't got any of the luggage going on down here, so I'm just looking at lower ECAM. When boarding starts, automatically the cargo doors open. They're not opening at the moment, so let me just double check. I have asked them. They may just be waiting for refueling, which is fine. Alright, I'll keep an eye on that. Let's just carry on setting up the jet and see what happens. Blue Water says it works well with SI. He does it every day. Well, hopefully it's just we're not getting refueling and
Captain,
boarding.
Boarding commences in 2 minutes.
Oh, there you go. They're starting in 2 minutes. That's fine. Okay, brilliant. So fuel, we're going to take 5.5 tons, 5.5. Oh, actually no, go back. I've gone out of sequence now. You see, that's the problem. Let's crack on what we're doing. Fuel for the alternate is going to be, we'll call that 1.4 tons. Fuel planning, we're going to take 5.5. Let's just see what the box wants. Delta Aviation, good morning to you, sir. I am doing very well. Yeah, I use Rex Atmos in the sim for everything, even the videos that I put on YouTube. Rex Atmos is working. Just I think it improves.
Refueling in progress.
It improves so much. Okay, so refueling is taking place at the minute. Our takeoff weight is going to be 61 tons. Bang on, actually. And we've got an extra 26 minutes of endurance shown at the bottom right there. Nearly a ton extra, so that's fine. Alright, let's do our takeoff performance calculations then. So,
Captain, boarding commences in 1 minute.
We're going to be departing on 05 right. It is obviously dry. We'll use flaps 1 as per usual. No need to force toga. Anti-ice definitely not needed. Packs off as per SOPs. And our takeoff weight is 61. And the CFG is 28.4. Now, do we have any intersection departure we can take here? We could potentially take, let's have a look, full length Lima 8 or Lima 6. I'm going to go with Lima 8 here, so we don't have to take Lima 8, we can end up with full length, but it just means that we're now safe to depart from that intersection if they do give it to us. So we've got V speeds of 135.
Ground to flight deck, please open the aft cargo door.
Okay, we'll get that door open
Ground
for
to
you.
flight deck, open Fenix EFB, open mass and balance. Select load aircraft and choose real time, fast time or instant.
Okay,
Boarding has commenced.
telling us exactly what to do there. I like that. I love instructions that are
Ground to
simple.
flight deck, please open the aft cargo door.
Alright, I'm doing it. Goodness me. So, let's get our doors open. There you are, doors open. Hopefully it stops shouting at me now. And it wanted us to load it all instantly, didn't it? So, that's fine. I'm just going to
Ground
change
to
the fuel.
flight deck, please open the cargo doors.
Just open them. Why are you still yelling at me? You yell at me. I'm wrecking their German efficiency, that's what it is. Right, apply load aircraft. And we want to do that. We can just do that instant then, can't we? Because GSX is going to visually simulate that, and we've just got that sorted. Lovely. Alright, so that's done. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. The flex, this is what happens, you see, when you actually have to start talking to ground, they interrupt you, which is real. Flex is 68. We are flaps 1 for departure. Thrust reduction and acceleration. Now, I believe it's noise abatement 1 just here. So, thrust reduction is 921. So, with noise abatement laws, it's going to be, we'll use the normal noise abatement stuff. So, it's going to be 3210. Basically, look at the elevation. We'll do 3,000 feet. So, thrust reduction is 921 and 3210. Right. So that's noise abatement 1 for departure. Engine acceleration will leave where it is. There's no terrain around us. It's just the fact that they don't like noise, so they want the aircraft to get up and out of the way rather than
Ground to
trundling
flight
along.
deck, baggage loading complete.
Mabby, can I release the EFB? No, it was the website version. Never mind. I'm not sure, Mappy, what you which one you're talking about there. Lee Rose, where did I get No Time Brief Pro? No Time Brief Pro, I wrote it. This is an app that I wrote because it does all the briefing for me. We'll go through it in a minute, but it does all the briefing for me. Means that I don't have to think. All the information is just there for me, so I can see exactly what's happening. It's based on the real world sort of Fly Smart in terms of its layout and things, but we're going to go through NOTAMs and stuff like that in a minute, so you'll be able to check that out and see that. It's number 67.
Welcome aboard
Good
Easyjet flight
morning,
eight
or rather, good evening from Brisbane.
from Dusseldorf to London Gatwick. We kindly ask
Fantastic.
you to take your seats as indicated on your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under
Secondary
the seats
flight
in front
plan,
of you.
engine
If
out
you
procedure,
require any assistance, please do
standard
not
right
hesitate to
turn,
contact any member of
liberty.
our crew. Thank you for choosing Easyjet, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
So, oh, I've put in the. Oh, that's not actually a place. I missed a letter out. LEBTI. Right. Actually, pop that in, shall we? Lepti, hold 234 right turns. And then if we've got to come back to EDDL. Arriving 05 left. No star. I don't believe Lepti is one of the veers, so we'll just go no veer. If we've got a problem though, you don't need to worry about stuff like that. ATC will sort you out. If our engine's on fire, we just want them to point us towards the airport. Okay, so engine out procedure is all in, and engine out procedure is 1700 feet. Right hand turn to Lepti. Cool. Peter, that links back up. Right, we'll get. I don't know if any of the mods are in actually. If the mods are in, they can pop that link into the chat now for you. Grey Wildcat, good morning. Says he's watching on poor internet. Hope it holds out. And James, good evening from Australia. I'm very well, James. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having decent weather in Australia this evening. All right, so the box is all set up. Before we go any further, we start actually briefing. Let's talk to air traffic control and see what they've got for us. I believe they are online. 134065. It's a centre controller, so you might be quite busy depending on how much traffic's around. Let's give him a shout and see.
Scandinavian 816, wind 040 degrees, 9 knots, runway 055, clear to land.
0 right, clear, Scandinavian 816.
Langdon radar, good morning. Easy 96 Quebec Echo on the ground at Dusseldorf. A319 stand Alpha 10 with information Echo requesting IFR clearance to London Gatwick.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, information hotel current cleared to Gatwick, NITX for Zulu departure, flight planned route, climb 5000 feet, score 5023.
Cleared via NetX for Zulu departure. Initial climb is 5,000, and we'll copy information hotel for Easy 96 Quebec Echo.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, read back correct, and please set your TOBT via the ACDM.
We'll go Easy 96 Quebec Echo. I forgot we've now got to do the target off block time, haven't we? Right, let's get the squawk code in.
078, proceed direct to Delta Lima 504.
That's it. I'll just come off of that before we do it. Right, let me just sort out the off block time because otherwise they will shout at us. Find that. Actually, that's a very good question. How on earth do we do that? Oh, what's the website to have to be able to go and set the off-block time now? I might just call him back and tell him what off-block time is. Our estimated off-block time is 10:30. UTC, that is, of course. Langdon radar is the 96 Quebec Echo. Could we possibly just get a ping with the address for setting our off-block time, please?
Sure, just a second.
Many thanks. Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Right, get that sorted, get that in, and then we can get going. We'll get our briefing done. Passengers are still boarding. In fact, are passengers still boarding? Oh yeah, there they are. Now let's close the door. Don't want to see that. James just found us on Twitch. Didn't know how to one. True story. This, James. We actually started on Twitch.
That will be the website, but you can also set it via VATSIM radar.
That's great for Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Thank you. Yeah.
0780, center flight level 11.
True story. We actually started on Twitch before we started on YouTube. I know. So our target off block time now is 10. It's going to be about, let's call it 10, about 10:25 in about 30 minutes. So we'll set that now. All right. So whilst we're doing that, let's go through our brief for today's flight. Just checking, that's fine. So about 8 minutes till push. Lovely. Right, let's grab the operational flight plan. We'll just go through everything. We'll also get some maps up as well, so you can see where we're going and what I'm talking about while we brief the departure today. Echo Delta Delta Lima. Alright then, so starting with the weather. I've not got any concerns with the weather today. We've got Gatwick, lovely conditions here. London Gatwick, also lovely conditions there. No concerns with the wind on departure either. We've got nice headwind departure, so they're fine. With regards to the actual en route weather, that's all looking very good as well. Aircraft is A319, fully serviceable. Nothing in the tech log, nothing in the MEL, so that's good. Have a look at our NOTAMs for today. Runway 5 left, 23 right is reduced. We're not using that, so that's fine. I have got that though in the go around procedure, engine out procedure. So, oh, that's more for nighttime stuff, so I'll get rid of that. Don't need that. Approach minimums change. That's approach minimums. That is again not really going to concern us. That's for 05 right. We're not going to be landing 05 right, so again that's fine. London Gatwick NOTAMs. We don't have any NOTAMs that are of any interest to us. Zero threats there NOTAM wise. Lovely. Okay, so no NOTAMs to deal with. Let's have a look at our expected taxi route and departure then. So airport ground chart. Bring this out. And zoom in on there. Right, so we are parked here. We're at Alpha 10, so I expect us to push back and taxi via Tango. We can either take Lima 8 or we can go full length Lima 9. Either works for us. It's a short taxi, so we'll not do a single engine taxi. We'll push back, do the flight control checks, get both engines started, and then we're done from there. But yeah, short taxi, so let's not delay with checklists and things. The departure then itself, we are on NetX for Zulu. So that is this one here. Our initial climb out is going to be 5,000 feet, so that is this route here, straight out, first turn to the left to NetX, and by the time we get to Modru, we should be clear for climb flight level 210. No speed restrictions en route, so that is pretty straightforward as well. Threats to think about, we've got the short taxi, that's probably about it. MSA as we depart is 2,400 feet, so that's nice and low. Engine out procedure here is standard, so we'll pull Hindenburg, fly straight out once we're above 1,700 feet, push level off, accelerate away, and then we'll turn to our first holding point, which is in the secondary flight plan, where we'll hold at 4,000 feet to set ourselves up back for an approach here at Dusseldorf. So I think that is us all covered. So, gaming with Dylan, mate.
Captain, everyone's aboard. Bags are loaded. Cabin is secure.
Gaming with Dylan, you should have better things to do. For anyone wondering, that is a mate of my son's. Right, well, behave or I'll ban you. Alright, so secondary flight plan is currently overlaid on the navigation display, so let's just clear that off because otherwise that's a bit of a mess. And I think, Caroline, how are we doing with boarding? Are we all completed yet?
Boarding is nearly complete, Captain. Just a few more passengers to board.
Okay, whilst we wait for them, let's get the APU started, and then we're done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final stages of boarding. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your hand luggage is stowed. Thank you for your patience.
Alright, so, Anthony, mate, thank you. Celebrating 50 months of channel membership. That is insane. How did I get on with the latest A220 fix? I'll be honest with you, it didn't really help me. It's still a bit too heavy for me. with regards to performance and FPS and stuff like that. I can't fly it. It needs more optimization from me, unfortunately. Right, is refueling completed? 5.5 tons. Yes, it is. Seatbelt signs on. Right, APU is starting. Just whilst that is starting, just check fuel is payload and balanced. Hey Danielus, I'm very well, sir. Thank you very much. Crazy Avgi, how do you get the GSX so realistic? Who do you get the suitcases whenever you use GSX? It was the big metal container boxes. So yeah, you kind of need to go in and either set those up in the settings themselves. To be fair, with regards to suitcases and the different types of luggage loading, that kind of thing, that's all down to the aircraft profile, which you only have to set once. You don't have to do that for every airport. So then it knows that that aircraft only accepts those particular kinds of luggage bins, and that's done in the GSX settings menu. I think we've just got our final load sheet. Cool, so that was a preliminary. That's our final, that's what we wanted, so accept that. 145 passengers, 1 infant. Takeoff weight is 61 tons, that is as expected, and our CFG for takeoff 296.28.4. Perfect, they match. Wonderful. Incubus says there's supposed to be another A320 update this week. Well, doesn't the marketplace only ever update on a Tuesday? So I think they have to submit them, and then it's kind of like they have to wait until the following Tuesday before that can be updated or whatever. So just waiting for boarding to be complete. However, that's now up and running. So aircraft acceptance, that's completed. Fuel quantity is 5.5 tons. We've checked and balanced that. Seatbelt signs, they are on. It is. We've got our 3.5 greens and a bar F. QNH is 1026, and that is 120 feet. Lovely. Alright, so we're basically, with APU running, we now wait 3 minutes, then we get the APU bleed on, and that's done. We can get these on as well now. Refueling is completed. External power can disconnect. Crazy Half Geek, do I have a video of some sort? I don't know if I actually have, you know, with regards to setting that up. I might have done, but if I did, it was probably a very old video. And now a lot of the menus have changed, because GSX have been pushing updates left, right and centre, haven't they, for absolutely ages. How are we doing, guys? So I'm hopeful that boarding's complete. Hey Caroline, are we completed with boarding yet?
Boarding is almost finished, Captain. Just a couple more passengers to come on board.
Oh, you said that 2 minutes ago. Hey Mike, random question. Is any airline still flying the A318? You missed the BA flights. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final stages of
The
boarding.
only A318s I think are still flying are Air France.
Thank you.
Not many of them. Air France. Tarom used to have a couple, but I think they've retired them as well. So I think they've stopped. So, yeah. Crazy Av Geek. Right, so there is a video about custom cam reviews and where to put that. That is on the channel. That is a very old video. I can't even remember what that's called. But if you type in Easyjet SimPilot into YouTube, if you type in Easyjet SimPilot and then custom cam reviews, you'll find that. I'm sure. Right. Let's have a quick look outside. What's going on out there? Right. They look like they're done. So we'll get those doors closed. Oh, should be getting rid of a pushback in a minute then. Must admit, Auto GSX and the Phoenix was a lot easier than this. Lee Rose, you can't get No Time Brief Pro. It's not actually available. Not yet. I keep saying I'm going to release it, but there's lots of things I'm not happy with. Little things, like for example, that's our departure. I clicked London Gatwick. It still says departure. It should say arrival. Little tiny tweaks, things like that. So yeah. Hey Caroline, we need to start hurrying up now. How are we doing?
We are still boarding, Captain.
Oh my
Just
God.
a couple more passengers to come on
Well,
board before we can hook up.
We're going to leave them behind. Pretty certain everyone's on board, you know. Screw it, I'm going to close the doors. Right, close the doors. Cockpit to ground, disconnect jetway.
Ground to flight deck, jetway disconnect.
That's it now. Anyone else trying will be like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber.
Ground to flight deck, jetway is operating.
Okay, Caroline, we are getting ready for pushback, so if we can, arm doors and cross-check, please.
Cabin crew are arming doors and cross-checking now, Captain.
Ground
Fantastic.
to flight deck, jetway is operation completed.
Wonderful. Right, well, at least now that's done. Let's get some APU bleed on now. It's been more than 3 minutes. So let's start cooling the cabin down. Welcome on board, everybody. Time to finally get out of here. So let's just get ready for push, and then we can contact ATC, tell them we're getting ready to go.
Tuna 745, descent to flight level 70.
70, Tuna 745.
And line on radar, Easy96 Quebec Echo, stand Alpha 10, and we're ready for push and start.
Easy96 Quebec Echo, push and start approved, face west on Tango.
Push and start approved, west on Tango for Easy96 Quebec Echo. Right, let's see if we can talk to GSX and get this sorted. So, beacon light on, and transponder set to standby.
Right, level 0035, proceed.
I've just pulled the knob off my hardware. I've just turned this on to standby, and yeah, I've just pulled that off. I don't know if you heard that in the background. Thankfully, I didn't curse, so you didn't hear that. Bit of some glue needed for that a little bit. Crazy Half Geek, we are on VATSIM, but we use SayIntentions for ground crew and cabin crew and
That will be normally active if
and
you
all that.
pass Delta Lima 5.
Modifier
02
666,
on
hope
the
you're doing well.
transition, so it will be 220 knots when you reach Delta Lima 504.
Okay, thank you.
Right, okay, I think we're ready for push and start.
Twitch at 6 kilo November, maintain present heading.
Maintaining present heading to Easyjet, 6 kilo November.
Copied ground, request push back and tail to the left.
Roger, stand by for pushback.
Alright, so the before start checklist parking brake is on. Takeoff data V1 is
Ground to flight deck, preparing to push.
135, V2 140. Windows are closed. Peds are on flight mode. Doors closed and armed. Beacon light is on.
Ground to flight deck, bypass pin inserted, stand by for pushback.
I hope to God they remember to disconnect the GPU. I'm a bit concerned about this. Please disconnect the GPU. Ah. Good. Didn't want to be dragging that with us all the way to to Gatwick. That would have been embarrassing. Look what we stole. Nose wheel steering's disconnected. Oh, Modified, that's great to hear. Look, hopefully you're enjoying your flight sim journey. Come on, ground. Germans are usually much more efficient than this. Ferristar, do you have to separate a push? Do you have a separate push to talk for the AI and VATSIM? Yes, definitely. 100%. You must have separate push to talk buttons, otherwise it's going to cause absolute chaos.
Ground to flight deck, release parking brakes, please.
And parking brakes released.
Ground to flight deck, all engines clear, start at will.
Okay, so paranoia check, APU bleed is on, starting engine 1 first, engine mode selected to ignition, and engine start. Great scenery this as well from it is MK Studios. It's available on the Contrail store actually, so use that discount code down below if anyone wants to check this out. You can grab 10% off this scenery here. LB, how have I got GSX voice activated? It's using SayIntentions, so you can check SayIntentions out, and yeah, you can now speak to GSX, and the voices are a lot better as well. Thomas Fair, I've got various videos.
Flight deck, please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. I've got various videos on YouTube with regarding my sim settings and graphics if you want to check those. Good engine start on engine number 1, starting engine number 2. Start the timer. I'll open up Nasanta's Cinema actually in a little bit as well, so we can have some nice cinematic views as we're flying. LB, it does make it more realistic. It's actually too realistic. You'll be doing something, then ground will interrupt you,
deck, bypass pin removed.
and you'll lose the flow of what it was you were doing. Tom Fair, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, Touchwood Mortified 666, he says he's using both SayIntentions and GSX integration together. It very rarely glitches out. I mean, to be fair, GSX glitches out on its own sometimes without the help of GSX, without the help of SayIntentions. LB, yeah, just like in the real world, you'll be doing something. I'll be halfway through a checklist, or I'll be doing a flow of some description. Ground will call up and just completely disrupt what it was I was doing. All right, we've got a good engine start on number 2. So, engine mode selector back to ignition. APU can come off. APU bleed can come off. APU is not required. Anti-ice is definitely not required. Spoilers, rudder, we are flaps 1, and trim is 28.4. Alright, the after start checklist, so anti-ice off, ECAM status, that's checked. Pitch trim is 28.4, rudder neutral. Let's do a flight control check then as we briefed here on the ground. Full left.
Wind 040 degrees 9 knots,
Full
runway
right.
05 right, clear for takeoff.
Neutral. Full up. Full down.
Switch at 6 kilo November, descend to 3000.
Neutral rudder.
3000 to 6
Full
kilo
right.
November.
Full left. And neutral. Good stuff. Okay, I'm about ready to do the taxi checklist. Let's get going then.
Angude Wings 8 Delta Mike 303, descending 130.
Wings 8 Delta Mike, Langen Gude Information Hotel current, expect 05 right and squawk 1000.
Information Hotel, expect 055, squawk 1000, Wings 8 Delta Mike.
Langdon Radar Easy 96 Quebec Echo is ready for taxi, and we can take Lima 8 this morning.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, roger, taxi holding point, runway 05 right, intersection Lima 8, via Papa 3, Mike, Lima 8.
Taxi holding point Lima 8 via Papa 3 and Mike Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Right, so basically turn right and turn left and turn right. Okay.
Wings 8 Delta Mike, descend for level 140 and direct Domox.
Descent 140 like Domox, Wings 8 Delta Mike.
Taxi lights on. Auto brake max. Get the radars on.
745, wind 040 degrees 9 knots, runway 05 left.
Alright guys, let's go.
0 left, thank you.
Twitch at 6 kilo November, turn left, heading 140.
Turn left 140, Twitch at 6 kilo November.
James Mitchell, I have indeed looked at that. We did a video on it when it first came out as well. Really like the idea because, as you say, it injects VATSIM, it injects traffic into airports while you're on VATSIM, but it doesn't actually interfere with VATSIM. So airports don't look like it does right now, which is pretty empty, to be fair. Thomas Fair, I don't use Navigraph. I actually use the inbuilt charts in Microsoft Flight Simulator provided by Lufthansa and Lido. They're also free as part of the sim, which is
6 kilo November, turn
excellent.
further left heading 050, correction left heading 080, clear to left 05.
Okay, so we've got no change to our performance.
left,
Engine
left,
out
left,
procedure is
left,
standard,
left,
straight out,
left,
1700 feet, and then a right-hand turn to our holding point. Then we'll hold there at 4,000 feet. Departure is straight out, first turn to the left, no speed restrictions, clean up on a schedule, and initial climb 5,000. LB, an engine fire whilst on the ground with a headset. Wow, yeah, that's a bad day in everyone's book, isn't it? Right, taxi checklist. Flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1. FMAs, we have got 135 blue, 140 magenta, climb now blue, 1 FT2, 5,000 blue. Radar and predictive wind shear are on. Engine mode selector is normal. ECAM memo got takeoff no blue, and our EFB is stowed.
Wings 8 Delta Mike, direct Delta Lima 504.
Like Delta Lima 504, Wings 8 Delta Mike.
Thomas, if you go back far enough, there are literally hundreds of tutorial videos on this channel. We used to have like videos, live streams every single day. Unfortunately, life has slowly gotten in the way of that. Doesn't look like there's anything going to be holding us up, so we'll get the cabin crew sat down. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please.
Cabin crew are seated for takeoff, Captain.
2745, welcome to Dusseldorf, cross runway 23, correction, cross runway 05 right, thereafter taxi stand Victor 16 via Lima 3 and Tango.
Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened.
Crossing
and your
05
seatbelts
right,
are in the upright
Victor
position.
16, Lima 3 and Tango China 5.
Here's our exit.
96 Quebec Echo, line up at weight, runway 05 right.
Line up on rate 05 right, easy 96 Quebec Echo. So we've already got the clearance to line up.
Quality 1 Lima Romeo to you, descending past.
Alright, so approach path looks clear.
Quality 1 Lima Romeo Langen, hello, radar contact. Descent flight level 120 to be leveled at Agini.
120 to be leveled at Agini, quality 1 Lima.
Twitch 6 Kilo November, wind check 030 degrees 10 knots, 1 departure at.
Approaching
Jet
runway
6 Kilo November, roger.
right.
And the lineup checklist. So our cabin is secured for takeoff. Takeoff runway is 05 right via Lima 8. It's confirmed. And TCAS is here. RA and PAX 1 and 2 are now off.
6 Quebec Echo, wind 030 degrees 10 knots, runway 05 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Let's go. Takeoff. Start the chrono. 50% M1, let them spool up.
Eurowing 6 Singapore Foxtrot Amsterdam is unfortunately offline, route advisory 122, adjustment 8, have a nice day, bye bye.
A Phoenix flights, yeah, SayIntentions air traffic control definitely turned off. Alright, Manflex SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
Runway 5.
Take off
Langen
thrust set.
will be closing in about 5 to maximum 10 minutes.
800 feet.
$100 knots. V1. Rotate.
Jet 6 Kilo November, turbulence report, final 05 right.
Copy.
Positive climb. Gear up.
745, you missed the opportunity to go straight via Lima 3 to Tango. Take the next left into Lima 4, then right into Tango.
Okay, reminder, it's noise abatement 1 departure. So, here at...
Twitch 6 Kilo November, wind 030 degrees 10 knots, runway 05 right.
there, we're setting thrust climb, but we leave...
6 Kilo November, runway 05 right, clear to land.
Leave the nose pitched up. Strange ECAM messages just there. Alright, so happy with that. Autopilot 1 engaged. Thrust climb SRS.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, radar contact passing 1900, climb flight level 21.
Climb flight level 210, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Open climb. And standard pressure set. There we go, thrust climb, open climb 210 blue is set. Wait till we pass S speed and then we clean up. And there we go. So we're now past S speed. Happy to clean up. Flaps 0. And I've turned to the left coming up in a moment. Forgot the packs. This is what happens when you don't fly. Pack 1, we'll just give it 10 seconds. So 10 seconds between turning on pack 1 and pack 2 just helps the passengers' ears. Cancel master caution. Pack 2. See, streaming is a perishable skill as well. You forget what you're doing. That's it, we're now airborne on our way to London Gatwick, and I believe that flight time is about an hour. It's not long. So, spoilers, flaps, landing gear.
Jet 6 Kilo November, runway 05 right is vacated and if possible request parking stand 0.
And all the lights now off. Quickly toggle these. Toggle in seatbelt signs tells the cabin crew they can start sorting themselves out.
For Charlie 03 to Jet 6
Standard pressure on the standby. Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet, we get airports onto the EFIS now. We'll turn seatbelt sounds off as well in a minute because all that's fine. I think the overhead panel's glitched out again as well, hasn't it? Try and sort that for you. There we go, that should be working now better. Channel Aviation says it could be me, but it could be a CPU, but if it finds the sim's getting more laggy every time he launches it. If you use rolling cache, I would highly recommend clearing that out, because that can be the cause of stutters.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, proceed direct NATEX.
Direct NATEX for Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Where is that? Right, cost index 0 as well, whilst we're on that page. NATEX, oh there it is. Direct NATEX, we'll use a beam points as well. And confirm, direct NATEX. Lovely. Okay, so now we're above 10,000 feet, our RADNAV page, we're going to clear that out. We've just set the cost index to 0. Progress page, you want to check flight level 32, that's what we're going to be heading for, Optimus 37, so we're well within range of that. And our secondary flight plan, we will copy that diff, and that just clears out the engine out procedure that we had in there. We don't need that anymore. Mike Wright, I hope not.
Scandinavian 87 kilo, taking again the ascent.
Seatbelt signs off. Mike, what have you been drinking tonight, mate?
Alpha 16, Scandinavian 7 kilo.
7 kilo, thank you. Pushback is approach. Face to the west on Tango.
Pushback approved, face west on Tango, Scandinavian 81. Correction, 7 kilo, sorry.
And the lavatories are now available for your use.
At that crazy Avgeek, my pleasure. Your pizza order is now in progress.
Crazy Avgeek, you're ordering pizza. I'm pretty certain Easyjet can't cook pizzas on their flight, but fair dues for trying. She couldn't even serve me Yorkshire tea. How's she going to serve you a pizza? Right, I can come back and concentrate on the chat now a little bit. Now that we're airborne, we're out of the sterile cockpit zone. Mike, that is true. It is evening time on your side of the world. Yeah.
Going clear Delta Mike, descent to 5,000 feet, QNH 1026.
Crazy Avgeek, for the custom camera views, where do you put them? Let me see if I can remember.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, no private available, Brussels offline, not advisory 122.18, have a nice flight to Gatwick, bye bye.
122.8, and thank you so much for the service today, Easy 96 Quebec Echo.
You're welcome, have a nice day.
So SayIntentions Air Traffic Control will now take over for us. I'm just trying to find out where do we put them? Where do we put them? It's been that long since I did it.
Cabin crew have armed the doors and completed cross-checking. We're ready for the next steps, Captain.
The next steps? You're a bit late for that. We're airborne. Do you know, I honestly cannot remember where to put them. It's in a video I've done. I'm certain of that. It will be in a video. Apologies that I can't remember. Maybe someone in the chat might be able to remember.
At that crazy Avgeek coming up. I'll get that tea sorted for you right away.
Alright, so under no ATC at the minute, but we're coming up to flight level 220, which is what we were clear to. Our planned flight level today is flight level 32, so we're just going to clear ourselves up to 320 now. So, thrust climb, up climb, and 320 blue. There we go. Oh my god, it scared the life out of me. I've just looked out the window and there's a squirrel. You know when something catches your eye and you think, what the hell is that? And it just makes you jump. And there's a squirrel just wandering along the fence. Scared the hell out of me. Don't see many of them at 23,000 feet. Right, let me see if I can just get the Nostalgia Cinema, then we get some my cinematic views going on at the same time. Cool. So if you're watching the stream for the very, very first time today, welcome. But how did you end up finding us? I'm always curious to know, if you're watching it for the first time, how you ended up stumbling across the channel, the live stream, that kind of things. Yeah, it just interests me to know. All right, so climbing to our cruising altitude. Once we get to cruising altitude, we'll do our top of climb checks, check the weather, and as it's not a long flight, we'll start prepping for the arrival into London Gatwick. We're on the arrival, which is the slightly longer flight as well today, because we're on 08, so we have to fly around the airport to come back in and land rather than sort of straight in. Channel Aviation, you've just checked. And you've got 98 gigabyte on your 98 gigabyte of rolling cache. Yeah, you might want to clear that out. That, I don't know how long you've been building that up for, but that will be causing I'm sure that will be causing some issues. That's a nice view of the plane's bum, isn't it? Jenny64 on Twitch says, I was making his flights. What? Making of what? A flight deck, a cockpit, or actually building a flight sim like as a PC game or something? Because that's ridiculous. So he says it was making his flight sim and was looking for freeware aircraft and found this. Oh well, Jenny64, welcome. You're making your own flight sim, your own flight sim software, like Microsoft Flight Simulator. Wow. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. Modified 666 says, it's been subscribed for a month or two. Been falling into the Flight Sim 24 rabbit hole for a couple of months now. Was looking at tutorials and stuff. Couldn't tell you which one came first. Well, hopefully Modified, if you've got any questions, now is a great time to ask. We're sat in the cruise, and, well, we're not in the cruise, we're actually just climbing, but yeah, as we're climbing up. And now's a great time to sit and chat. Phoenix Flights, air traffic control is switched off in SayIntentions. Exactly right. You do not want both turned on because, well, it wouldn't work well together. Definitely don't want that. So Jamesy says he's got his Microsoft Flight Simulator planes working. A330 has systems and can turn on. The whole thing loads in 20 seconds. Is this on a PC or is this on like a phone or an app or something like that? Because that sounds very special. Are you rivaling Microsoft? Do you work for Apple? As I said, that he's literally doing it on his MacBook. This is so we're gonna have the Apple Flight Sim. I don't even have a MacBook. I have nothing Apple in my house. No, I tell a lie. My tablet is an iPad. This is an actual iPad that I just cast the screen to. So, yeah. Modify says they also have auto handoff feature now. Yes, they do. Yeah, so if I wanted to, I could now use SayIntentions air traffic control. The flight's not really long enough for that, so I'm quite happy to just say it on Unicom for our flight just now. And Janzi, it's running a 50 FPS on a 5-year-old base model Apple laptop. That's insane. What? Where do you even get the scenery from? Like, are you stealing Google Maps? If you are, for God's sakes, don't tell us. You'll get arrested. Sorry, it won't be Google Maps, would it? It'd be Apple Maps. Bing. Not Bing, because that's Microsoft. Yeah, it'll be Apple Maps. I never really liked Apple's maps. Like I say, I look at it on my iPad occasionally. But it's not the same. Right, whilst we're in the... Google 3D tiles. Fair enough, there's a free tier. That's fine. Yeah, while we're in the cruise, if you haven't done so already, guys, please do us a huge favour. Hit that like button on the channel. And remember, if you want to purchase things from the Contrail store, they've got loads of add-ons like Rex Atmos, which I use every single flight. That's available on there. Loads of aircraft. Hundreds of airports. Dusseldorf, I think, was from Contrail. Use the discount code on screen now. That will, of course, then save you some money as well. It's a one-time code use only, though, so spend it wisely. Yeah, obviously, the more you spend, the more you save. Right, I think we've just hit our cruise. So let me just jump back in. Right, there we go. Mac Alt Cruise. Lovely. So we want to set TCAS to below. We
Dear
want
guests, we are pleased to inform you
cost
that the
index
cabin
back to
crew
8.
will now begin the snack and beverage service. We invite you to enjoy our popular items, including the delicious chicken sandwich and refreshing fruit juice. After the service, selected items from the Easyjet shop will be available for your convenience.
Good.
Thank you for flying with us.
Well, we'll just get some en route weathers as well. Where's going to be a good en route place for us to stop if we need to? Let's have a look. I'm thinking Amsterdam might be a good divert. It's only about 70 miles away if we needed it. It's massive runways, that kind of thing. So what we do then is we want to get the weather for Amsterdam. We also obviously want the Gatwick as well, so we'll do a weather request. So we'll request that for Amsterdam. We'll also do a request for Gatwick, so we know what's happening there. Send those both off. And read them when we come through. Right, there we go. Well, there's Amsterdam's. That's got light winds, few clouds, 3,100 feet. No significant changes, so no issues with Amsterdam. And have we got weather data for London Gatwick? We do. Visibility is fine. QNH is 1024. Winds 10 at 10. Few clouds 31. Okay, so 1024. We'll start prepping early for the arrival because literally we are not that far away. We don't have time to sit back and relax too much with this one. So 1024. We'll pre-select the altimeter, both on the standby and on the FCU. Ross Halfgeek says he was just watching a short video, then saw we were live. Excellent, Ross. Which short was it? I like the shorts. They can be just quickies and a little bit relaxed, can't they? Aboard, Captain. Good morning to you. Jamsey, just out of curiosity, how long does it take Microsoft Flight Sim to load for me and loading the plane? Loading the sim from desktop into the actual program, maybe a minute and a half, and then the aircraft itself depends on the aircraft. The Fenix aircraft is usually about 30 seconds. It's not long at all. Okay, so what I want to do now is start prepping for our arrival. So let's just get the chart up for London Gatwick. We can see what we're doing. So we're Tebra 2 Golf for the arrival on 08 right. There we go. Oh, it was about failures, Ross, on what to do. Nothing. At least not for the first 30 seconds or so. Unless it's something like a engine fire or a rapid decompression, you know, something like that. Christian, who am I and what happened to Gatwick? What have I done? What have I done, Christian? Good morning, Christian. How are you? Is it still morning? Well, it is for me for the next 4 minutes. It won't be for you. Right, Tebra. There we go. So the Tebra 2 Golf arrival starts here at Tebra. So we'll just check our coding. Where are we? There we go. Tebra, Aptum, Arnhem. Speed 220, and then we've got 63 Lank and Timber. 63 Lank Timber. Then we've got the Mayfield, which we probably won't need to hold at any of these. It's not that busy. Max speed 7,000 at Timber, and then let's have a look at the actual arrival into London Gatwick. This is where we need to write some stuff down. Christian, you've just got home from work. You poor guy. Right, so London Gatwick. Weather is fine. It's going to be manual landing today, so minimums are 400 for our Category C aircraft. With normal 3-degree glide, small displaced threshold, puppies to the right. Transition is 6,000 feet. It's 45 metre wide runway, plenty of length, 2,765 metres. And yeah, I mean, it's London Gatwick. We've landed there loads of times. We don't need to do a massive brief, do we? The go round is straight out, right turn at 2,000 feet. Or before 1 mile ILS DME. So in terms of a plan, just to how I'm going to fly the approach, and the reason I tell you the plan is because if I don't do what I'm about to tell you I'm going to do, then you need to start shouting in the chat, hey, you said you were going to do this and you've not done it. So the plan is green dot by Mayfield, flaps 1 as we get down here, flaps 2 after we've made this turn to intersect the glide slope, and then a lovely landing. Then, after we have landed, let's have a look at the airport chart. When it loads. TW simulations, how many FPS do you get with the machine? You can barely get 25. Normally I'm at about between 40 and 50, but it does depend on the aircraft. Why isn't this chart loading? Let's try a different chart. It does depend on the aircraft. There we go. So we're going to land 08 right, and then we shall vacate. Most likely it's going to be Delta. Well, we'll cross and hold, not entering Juliet. If it's Charlie Romeo, then same thing. Don't go on to Juliet, just vacate and hold. It depends if there's ATC there, to be honest. If there's no ATC, it's not quite as important, but also we don't want to be getting in the way of other aircraft. And then we'll find somewhere to park. To be fair, we should actually be told where to park. We'll get a message telling us where to go. Hey Grey Wildcat, any news on the Plane Supporter app on Apple? Not yet. I had a bit of a setback. So the Mac that I was using, because in order to build the Apple version of the app, you need a Mac, you can't build it on Windows. The Mac I was using sort of died, so don't worry, I've not lost anything, but it's just like, oh, we'll have to get another one. And I didn't want to have to spend a fortune just to try and get the app working, but it is what it is, as they say. But yeah, so that's our briefing. It's a very, very easy brief, that, isn't it? No issues with the weather, aircraft's fine, no NOTAMs, no real threats. Biggest threat is usually the amount of traffic. Planned how we're getting in and where we're going after we've landed. Boom, job done. Christian, how's the Doncaster Airport reopening going? Do you know, I keep seeing that they are doing various different things with regards to the air traffic control, training new air traffic controllers ready for Doncaster and things. I don't know. You just want to know when it's opening again so you can get your Antonov 225 back in it, don't you? So, yeah. Switch Pro, why is Easyjet my favourite airline, not British Airways? I don't think it's fair to say Easyjet is my favourite airline. I think everyone just assumes that. The reason that we fly and the channel was called Easyjet is because we use all their standard operating procedures and things like that. So yeah. A board captain says it's actually evening where he is. We've got an international audience. Are you also in Australia or New Zealand? I know a couple of people also in the chat were like that. Okay. Top of descent is in about 30 miles. So. Hey Caroline, just to let you know that we'll be starting our descent in probably a little under 10 minutes time if you want to start finishing up with the cabin service. They don't have a lot of time on this flight to sort themselves out.
Understood, Captain. I'll ensure the cabin service is wrapped up shortly.
We'll get our top of descent sorted in about,
Ladies and gentlemen,
actually it's about
we'll be
5
starting our
minutes.
descent shortly. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you for your cooperation.
It's an old Easyjet livery, that, isn't it? They don't have the easyjet.com slashed down the side anymore. Part of the .com boom, of course, wasn't it? Easyjet just came at the right time. So we're about to cross and leave the Netherlands, head into the North Sea. Not into the North Sea, obviously. Bear with me, I have just got a delivery. That doesn't often happen at 30-odd thousand feet. Back in a sec. There we go. Thankfully, I can see the front door from where I am, so I can just tell them to leave it outside. It's not raining. Oh, we really need some rain in the UK. Stinger, is the cabin assistant part of SayIntentions? Yes. Yes, it is. Mike Wright, I think that's dishonourable intentions. Right, let's get back inside and start setting everything up for the approach. Top of descent is very close. Right, so flight plan, we've checked that. That's okay. RadNav page. Let's just have a look. We'll pop in Mayfield and Biggin actually as hard tuned. So I'll get that in and Biggin. 117 miles out. That will be the one. Progress page, Echo Golf Kilo 08, right, get that in there, that's fine. Let's fill in our arrivals. So QNH is 1024, temperature is oh, that's the TAF. What's the actual? Let's just update the weather. 1024. Temperature is 23. Winds 1107. And the minimums are 400. And we'll be doing a config 3 landing. Yeah, to be fair, the Amazon delivery guy knows I'm usually in this room, in the office, so they normally do just knock on the window. Right, let's start our descent then. Right, thrust idle, open climb, and down flight level 160. Down we go. Oops, just pressed the wrong button. And I was about to do something when I pressed the... Ah, that's what I was about to do. Just got a company message. This is probably our parking stand. Oh no, we were delayed 28 minutes. Oops. We've not got a parking stand. Why have we not got that? That's annoying. Right, down we go. Switchboard, what do I think about the WingFlex overhead? The WingFlex overhead, I do have it. I haven't got it set up, but I do have it. It feels amazing. But then all my setup is WingFlex. So I love the I do love the WingFlex setup. So all my setup is WingFlex. So creeping below the profile, that works well for me. Have we got any air traffic control in Gatwick? Yes, Gatwick approach is online. So I'm going to tune to them because they're going to want to speak to us, obviously. 126.825. And just get the latest ATIS for Gatwick. Make sure we've got it. So we have got information. Charlie. Hey, Copilot. Yeah, I do use FrameGen. Definitely. Switch Pro, it's a custom built PC that I've got. So we're about 40 miles from the start of the approach, and we will probably contact them probably as we get to sun up, somewhere like that. That might be a bit far out, but better to be on frequency than not. Switchboard mate, thank you so much for the kind super chat. I appreciate that. I can tell we're streaming at a different time of day to normal here because we don't have too many of our channel members in today. Because they're used to watching evening streams. Oh, I hope the weather's good tomorrow evening for the eclipse. I'd love to see that. I remember going to see the last one back when I was a kid. Travelling down to the south of the UK. I think I was down in Torquay for the last eclipse, or Paignton, somewhere like that. For anybody that knows those areas. Right, we'll get the constraints turned back on. And sending out flight 140. So we need to be flight 140 at Abtom, which is just here. We're on our way down flight 140 now. Mike says he remembers that. He went to St Ives for it, saw nothing but clouds. I do remember it was cloudy, but it was like broken cloud or thin layer cloud, so we could just see it. Sort of like between the gaps in the cloud as it was blowing across. What year was that? Was it 97 or something like that? I can't remember what year it was. The last sort of total eclipse in the UK. Total solar eclipse in the UK. Yeah, no idea. No idea when that was. But I remember being a kid, my parents' caravan. Okay, still maintaining just underneath that profile. That's fine. I like this because when you're underneath it, it means we've got a bit of time to slow down. August 13th, 1999. August the 13th! That's ridiculous that they're a day apart. Do you know, So it's August the 12th, isn't it, tomorrow? And that date sticks in my mind every year for a couple of reasons. It's always the peak of the meteor shower, isn't it? The Perseus, I can never pronounce it. That meteor shower, the big one. The peak is tomorrow night, on the 12th of August. And the other reason that the 12th of August sticks in my mind is for any War of the Worlds fans, you'll know. Surely, because of the meteor shower, that's why H.G. Wells, when writing the War of the Worlds, picked at midnight on the 12th of August. And if you don't know what War of the Worlds is, then I'm showing my age. So not a long flight this, but I like these kind of flights where it's sort of busy and yeah.
Easy 43 Tango Hotel, be vectors for the ILS, runway 08 right, descend, flight level 80.
Right, let's contact ATC.
Roger, descend, flight level 80. Easy 43 for the Yankee, South winds 110 degrees 7 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 08 right, Easy 43 Kilo Yankee.
Gatwick approach, good afternoon, Easy 96 Quebec Echo A319 with information Charlie, descending flight level 140 and inbound Tebra.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, hello, Gateway Director, be vectors for the ILS, runway 08 right, descend, flight level 140.
Continue to descend to ILS 140, expect vector 08 right, Easy 96 Quebec Echo.
Top Swiss 23 Yankee Hotel, squawk 5733.
Janzi, that's a trade secret. Dirkster, aliens landing on Clapham Common. That's it, yep. Oh, was it Clapham Common? I'm sure it was Horsell Common. You're going to have to check that now. I'm sure it was Horsell Common. Right, we've got another company message, so I'm assuming that might be our actual... why does it sound like the cabin crew... why the passengers are all singing in the background? Can anyone else hear that? Whatever playlist I've got on today. We are stand 51 left. Oh, God. Where the hell's that? How many miles away is that after... for a taxi?
Top Swiss 23 Yankee Hotel, fly heading 285, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Oh, it's not that. It's not as bad as I thought.
Confirm the heading 285.
Right, so it should be Vacay and then Juliet Papa, presumably.
Top Swiss 23 Yankee Hotel, just confirm the heading 285.
FM panel heading 285 now, Top Swiss 23, good up.
I love daytime flights when we've obviously got decent scenery to look at, but we've also got ATC as well. Mike, they must have all been drinking the same stuff as you.
Easy 43 Tango Mike, speed 220 knots. Roger, speed 220. Top Swiss 23 Yankee Hotel, speed 220 knots.
Co-pilot, what am I using to tell the stand? So if you are flying on the VATSIM network and you fly into the UK VATSIM will always send you a message and tell you what stand, which I think is brilliant. I've just pressed the wrong button now. Erase my flight plan. Yeah, I think it's brilliant that they do that. I don't think there is any other VATSIM network other than the UK one that actually do it. I wish they all did it, because I think it's great that you've been provisionally assigned stand 51 left. So right, it's flight 140. We can expect further descent.
43 Tango Mike, flight heading 285. Descend
hopefully
flight
soon.
level 70. Roger, 285, flight
Speed out star.
flight level 70. Easy 96 Quebec Echo, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Thrust idle over descent.
Easy 43 Kilo Yankee. Located runway at Delta.
Easy 43 Kilo Yankee, hold short of Juliet, contact the ground 121.540, bye bye.
Hold short Juliet, contact ground 121.540, Easy 43 Kilo Yankee, bye bye.
So I didn't realise ground was online. We've just got that lined up in the standby, so we've just got an easy switch then once we've landed. Co-pilot says Netherlands also tells you the stand. Oh, that's good. The last time I flew into Amsterdam, they didn't do that, so that must be new. Dirks has just checked Horsel Common. You were right. You see, that's the kind of thing you remember from years ago when you're a kid. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
63 Echo Whiskey, I've got nothing for you, just static.
Can't remember if I had breakfast this morning. But I can remember the common that the aliens landed at in H.G. Wells's War of the Worlds.
Yankee Hotel, turn left heading 275, descend to altitude 4,000 feet. You've got 25 track miles to touchdown.
275. Yes, you can approach. This is Turkish 1983. Descending.
Clapham Common get a mention later on.
Waiting for ILS.
I actually don't remember that.
Left approach to Heathrow Airport.
It's on the wrong frequency for
Heathrow.
Heathrow.
You're with the wrong frequency. This is Gatwick, so continue Unicom 122.8. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Gatwick, Director, hello, 63 Echo Whiskey, ready, flight level 100 with transmitters.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, hello, Gatwick, Director, vectors for the ILS, runway 08 right, descend flight level 80.
Vectors ILS 08, Easy Echo Whiskey.
Right.
43 Tango Head.
Just going to get the spoilers out, just help us
Tango Mike,
get down a little bit. We're coming up to 10,000 feet now, so we'll get the lights on.
6,000.
Kill the background music.
1024.
I'm going to pull speed
Easy
25.
Quebec Echo, just be advised traffic information is an aircraft that I'm in no contact with.
Oh, great.
You're 9 o'clock, 3 miles indicating same level.
Roger, we've got that anti-gas, thanks. Easy 96 Quebec Echo. No visual contact yet.
Easy 69 Quebec Echo, Roger, it looks like he's going to be tracking behind you now.
Copy that, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. JA Blue Water. I'm not actually sure what my rendered distance is. I don't think they do it by distance. It's just like a sort of a setting. Mike, if aliens were about to visit Earth these days, they would declare a go-around and disappear sharpish. Yes, the Earth isn't quite as great as it was back when H.G. Wells was envisioning Martians wanting to regard our Earth with envious eyes. Get the anti-ice on.
Easy 43 Tango Mike, you've got 29 track miles to touchdown, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend flight level 040. 4,000 feet. Tango Mike.
Krusty Cashier says he loves Microsoft Flight Sim, but he gets bored in the cruise. What you need to do is have jobs to do during the cruise. So when I was a kid, I used to set off a flight, do my homework in the cruise, and then come back and land. That's probably why my homework was always rushed, because I got a plane to land. You know what, we actually descended a lot quicker than I expected to. We're now trundling along at flight level 80. This is not good for the environment or our fuel efficiency. slap on the wrists for me.
Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel, turn right heading 240 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
It's confirmed that's right 240.
Yeah, apologies, right 240, correction, right 340, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
340, then 3,000.
Yeah, Blue Water.
Easy-63 Echo Whiskey, descend flight level.
I know what you mean, my friend. I honestly can't remember what the settings are, but there is a graphics video on my channel which does sort of explain what I've got it set at if you want to check that out. So, sorry, I am just listening now. Whenever air traffic control speaks, I just stop to listen. Particularly as we're going into Gatwick, there's a lot of Easyjets. I need to make sure that we get our call sign.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Right, let's activate
Easy-63 Echo Whiskey,
approach
speed
phase.
220 knots or greater.
220 greater, Easy 6
Speed 220. And we are selected speed. Green dot then is about 202. If you want to know them exactly, your characteristic speeds are there on your approach place. Our clean speed is 203. Our landing speed is going to be 136.
Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel, speed 180 knots, turn right heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 08 right.
1050 degrees, cleared approach 08 right, Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel.
So just listening now to ATC. The engine sounds disappeared, don't they, when I have the external view? Let me just see if I can fix that, because it's not very realistic. Oh, hang on. Oh, the sound's back there. That's weird.
Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel, temperature glass 0
Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel, thank you. Speed 160 knots till 4 DME.
160 to 4, Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel.
Easy 43 Tango Mike, turn right heading 340 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, speed 180 knots.
340, 3,000 feet, and confirm the speed?
Speed 180 knots.
180 knots.
To keep arriving
Tango Mike.
traffic away from all the departures of London, you can see that all the approaches into Gatwick, they take you right down the south coast. Obviously you can see the English Channel in the background there. They take you right down the south coast, which seems very out the way, but that's the whole point, so that you're not conflicting with traffic climbing out of Heathrow, London City, London Gatwick itself, of course.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, descend flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. And thrust idle open descent, 70 blue. Irish Harrier, please do a flight on the A350. I love the Airbus A350. The A350 is
Echo Whiskey, you back with me?
brilliant.
63 Echo Whiskey, sorry, just had a wee communication software. Backwards. Heading to
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, thank you. Fly heading 110 degrees, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1024.
110, and down 6 degrees from QNH 1024 is DJ 6.
Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel, surface winds 110 degrees, 7 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
That sounds great, Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel.
So we might get further descent and maybe a heading to fly shortly.
Sorry, say again.
I just confirmed that 160 to 40 Southwest 23 Yankee Hotel.
Correct.
Thank you.
Easy 43 Tango Mike, turn right.
So just looking as well now, you can see we are
right.
left high a little bit.
050, cleared ILS 0
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, fly heading 290 degrees.
Heading 290, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. So yeah, a bit more of a straight-in approach now, rather than following the original flight plan. Which means what we're going to do is now going to tidy up that flight plan, because we're in heading mode. We no longer need to have this flight plan on there.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, turn left heading 260
So to do that,
degrees.
we're going to go direct.
4,000 feet. You've got 240.
So the last waypoint, and then we're going to press the radial in button. That now cleans up our flight plan once we hit direct.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, speed 220 knots.
Pull heading again to make sure we're remaining heading mode, and now we've just got there, you can see, is our extended runway centerline. So that is basically the runway track. Makes it easy to sort of visualize, and then we know what it is, where it is we're going to be going and intersecting that ILS. Something else we can do as well to help us plan, if we go to the fix info page, Echo Golf Kilo Kilo 08 right.
Easy 43 Tango Mike, speed 160 knots to
9 mile radius in there.
160 to 40
and we want to be 3,000 feet when we pass this. That just gives us the perfect glide slope capture. India Golf Golf is now identified, 21 miles out.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, turn left heading 275, descent to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1024.
Left heading 275, descent altitude 6,000 and QNH 1024, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Okay, 6,000 blue, local QNH 1024.
Easy 6 Echo Whiskey, yes it was, you can stop the turn to...
And the approach checklist. So Barrett QNH is 1024, seatbelt signs are on, minimums are 400, auto brake, we use auto brake low, don't really need it for this approach, but we use auto brake low. Engine mode selector is normal, and our EFB is stowed. Channel Aviation has just launched the sim. It's now so much smoother than last time. What, since you cleared out the cache? That is brilliant. Well, at least I've helped someone on our stream today.
Easy 43 Tango Mike, surface winds 110 degrees 7 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 08 right, Easy 43 Tango right.
Still blows my mind that we have this level of realism now, that we've got real air traffic controllers on frequency, we've got this level of scenic detail, these level of detailed aircraft. It's incredible.
Also it's 23 Yankee Hotel, hold short of Juliet, contact the ground 121.540, bye-bye.
Hold short Juliet, contact ground 122, pressure business frequency, top 6 Yankee Hotel.
No problem, it's 121.540.
Roger, 121.540, top 6 Yankee Hotel, much very good day.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, descent to altitude 3,000 feet, speed 180 knots.
3,000, speed 180, 6 Echo Whiskey.
Good evening, Tom Jet 42 Whiskey via taxi, Tony Point Juliet Pulse, runway 08 right, Tom Jet 42 Whiskey.
Tom Jet 42 Whiskey, hello, go direct to hold Juliet 1.
Juliet 1, Tom Jet 42 Whiskey.
Just have a look at the other traffic that's around us then. So we've got one landing.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, turn right heading 350 degrees.
One ahead of us.
350, 6 Echo Whiskey.
Don't know who this guy is, but he's 6,000 feet beneath us, so he may be a VFR pilot.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, you've got 26 track miles to touchdown, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend altitude 4,000, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. So, yeah, 700 FPM is fine. There we go, so VS 700, 4,000 blue. Leveling off about here, should be fine. I reckon we'll be on the ground in about 10 minutes, so we'll just let the cabin crew know. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing.
Understood, Captain. I'll ensure the cabin service is wrapped up shortly.
Airbus Virtual Pilot says it would be really helpful if there was a switch to empty the rolling cache every time you close it down. Do you know what? You don't have to use rolling cache though. You can turn it off if you don't want it.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, turn right heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 08 right.
Right turn 050, clear fast approach from 08 Whiskey.
Just a reminder, guys, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button on the stream if you've enjoyed our stream this morning and our flight. And remember, check out the Jetlog app as well. If you're into plane spotting, definitely check out the Jetlog app. And it's like Pokemon for planes. Like Flight Radar, try that again. Like Flight Radar 24. But once you see an aircraft, you can tap it, mark it as spotted, adds it to your logbook, see if you can complete a full set of aircraft. Also, if you're more of a professional plane spotter, you can export the logbook in a professional way as well. So you can keep tabs of all the aircraft you've seen. It also has a live fleet database. A live fleet database as well. So you're able to search for aircraft and see how many of an airline you have completed.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We have some delightful options available.
Easy 43 Tango Mike, vacated 08 right. You want to switch ground?
After the service,
Easy 43 Tango Mike, yes please, hold short of Juliet, contact the ground 121.540, bye bye.
121.540, Easy 43 Tango Mike, hold short in Juliet.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, speed 160 knots to 4 DME.
160 to 4 DME, 66.
So we were going to be green dot. Remember, we're not green dot yet. We're still a little bit fast. My plan will be we'll have to start slowing down in... Actually, before he turns us, let me just double check. And Easy 96 Quebec Echo, still requiring 220 knots.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, you can... free speed now, continue free speed.
Free speed for Easy 96 Quebec Echo, thank you. Right, that's fine. So now,
63 Echo Whiskey,
just pushing for green dot, just so we can start to slow down. Get ready for flaps 1. I mean, we can get flaps 1 in anyway at the minute, but just means that we can make this turn a little bit tighter. Grey Wildcat, I answered that a little bit earlier. At the moment, it's been worked on. The problem is that my mic has just died, so
I can do a Golf 1 departure if that suits you.
That's just reduced progress a little bit, unfortunately.
Hold Golf 1, Griffin 22 Delta, thank you.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, turn right heading 340 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Right heading 340 and descend altitude 3,000 for Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Okay, we need to get down perhaps now a little bit faster. So, thrust idle up descent, a little bit of spoilers. And just to help, we're going to start with flaps. So, 12 miles out, flaps 1, speeds checked. Flaps 1. And pull speed 180 knots. The spoilers can go away. We're going to make that nice and easily. So there, you can see the runway centre line is extended 3,000 feet here. That is where the glide slope would be intersected at 3,000 feet. That's why I like to have that range on there, just so I can see it, just for our situational awareness. Pretty much bang on that glide slope now, actually. Which airfield's that?
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, turn right heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 08 right. Easy 96 Quebec Echo, turn right heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS approach runway 08 right.
And Easy 96 Quebec Echo, apologies, we've just had a bit of a sim issue. We appear to be frozen in time.
No problem at all, there's nothing behind you at the moment, so you're good for now. Just call me when you're moving again.
Wilco, we'll try and get ourselves moving and let us know if you need us to disconnect.
Roger.
What on earth is going on here?
Again, Tom Jet 40 Whiskey, we've had a similar problem with crash. Are we able to continue on our previous clearance of Squawk 60?
What is going on here?
140 Whiskey, yep, your current clearance is still valid. Squawk 6250. And when you're ready, you can push and start approve from
What was that?
Welcome, Tom Jet 40 Whiskey.
Griffin 22 Delta Via Golf 1, line
Right,
up runway
let's catch up
08
quickly.
Via Golf 1, line up runway 08 right.
Lock
Griffin
start.
22 Delta.
Alt glide to lock blue, catch dual autopilot 1 and 2. And Easy 96 Quebec Echo is on the move again, thanks for that.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, thank you very much.
I have no idea what happened there. I don't have top of actually turned on, Mappy, so it wasn't that. I don't know what that was. How random. How random indeed.
22 Delta, surface winds 110 degrees 7 knots, runway 08 right, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff 08 right, Griffin 22 Delta.
Easy 63 Echo Whiskey, taxi stand 49 right via Juliet, Papa and Lima.
Juliet, Papa, Lima, and right.
Glide slope, start and missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. Set. Flaps 2, speeds checked. Flaps 2 set.
2,500.
Red altimeter is alive. Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Cabin crew are seated for landing, Captain.
Okay, manage speed.
Easy 96 Quebec Echo, surface winds 110 degrees 7 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 08 right, Easy 96 Quebec Echo. Gear down. Spoils armed. Flaps 3, speeds checked. There's the speed dropping, so flaps 3.
Direct Griffin 22
climb now,
Delta,
report your path now,
1,900,
climb now, flight
climbing
level
3,000,
150.
1 Zulu.
Lights.
Griffin 2 Delta, apologies, I think we stepped on each other there. Report your path and altitude, climb now, flight level 150.
Landing
Starting
checklist.
2,100,
Cabin
climb
secured,
now,
go around
flight level
altitude 3,000 feet,
150,
Ecam memo, landing no blue. Right, let's see if we can get her down nicely. Remember, go around if we need to, is straight out, right hand turn, climb 3,000. Wind looks pretty much on the nose. Ah, Peter, you're back just in time. You should have been back when we suddenly got abducted by aliens and paused for a second.
Approaching runway 8, right. Caution, caution.
$500.
Stable. Not too often we land this way into Gatwick. It's usually due to prevailing winds, always on 26. There you can see the small displaced threshold. Touchdown zone is in view.
$100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
retard.
Spurious little warning there. What was that? I wasn't concentrating on it because I was literally in the flare. So any warning that happens at that point, I'm not taking my eyes off outside.
Gatwick Director, good afternoon, Bird 9, Victor Alpha, stand 37, request permission stand.
Oh!
Bird 9 Victor Alpha, hello, permission stand approved.
Something's going very wrong. Oh, the Sim's crashed. Oh dear. I don't know if the stream has crashed, but the Sim has definitely crashed. Oh, well, I don't think the landing was too bad. What on earth happened there? Oh. Wow. We don't get to view the lovely taxi in. That's so annoying. Like, honestly, I don't actually know if the stream's crashed. I could just be talking to anybody here. Everything sort of went very strange just then. It all went wrong. So I've got no idea. At least what didn't happen is that it crashed halfway through the stream, because that would have been terrible. But we're here still, or I am. You might not be. Yeah, we got... Oh, Crangy, yeah. At least we got to land the aircraft. And... yeah, I can see the stream is still working. The Sim just decided to die on me. Oh, how annoying was that? Oh, Peter, mate, thank you. I've just seen the donation as well following the little mishap there, mate. Thank you so much for that. The pre-landing donation. It was incredible. Thank you so much. You guys can still hear me. What's really annoying is to VATSIM, the VATSIM controller. He'll have seen us land and then just disappear. He was probably expecting something similar, as we had a bit of a freeze, didn't we? Do you remember, just before the landing? That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh well. Remy says it looks on VATSIM radar like we continued the rollout and just left the end of the runway. People would think we've crashed. Well, we did crash. Well, the Sim, not me. Do you know what? I thought the landing was actually really good. We'll go with Abducted by Aliens in lieu of all talk of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds and the meteor shower and eclipse tomorrow night. Anyway, right, well, I think that's probably a good time to say thanks so much for watching, guys. And I'm sorry we couldn't end the stream on a slightly more traditional note. If you did enjoy it, pre-crash, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you love plane spotting, real life plane spotting, then do check out Jetlog on the Google Play Store. It's free to download, so you got nothing to lose. And of course, if you're purchasing anything on the Contrail store, then use the discount code as well. Save you some money, which is always good. And if you're purchasing anything from Innobuilds, the link in our video description. Innobuilds, channel partner. It is an affiliate link, so it does help support the channel if you use that link as well. So massive thanks to all of you who do that. To our Easyjet SimPilot channel members, as always, a massive thanks to you guys for the support. You guys continue to show. I look forward to hopefully a stream again in the near future where we actually get to see the taxi to the gate, and then hopefully a replay as well, which of course would be good. Right guys, whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, have a great Tuesday, and I'll look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye bye everyone.